Hey, it's Martin, and here are my 5 New Year's dissolutions for 2024. What, you say, is a New Year's dissolution? Well, it's kind of the opposite of a New Year's resolution. Instead of stuff you're going to be doing, it's stuff you're going to be not doing, i.e. projects that you're going to give up. And I don't mean this in a negative way. As a creative person and a musician, I tend to have lots of things ongoing, lots of little projects that I want to execute. And I think it's important sometimes to sort of let go of an idea in order to let other ideas come to you. So here's my first New Year's dissolution. Okay, even though it pains me, I've had this thing in my basement for about 6 years. Yeah, since 2016, yeah. It is a feedback matrix mixer. I call it the Rainbow Matrix. And obviously, because it has lots of colors. The idea is that it's a mixer where each column here is from an effect and each row is to an effect. And of course, it's color coordinated. So you have rows of colors this way and rows of colors that way. I thought it was a great idea, but I'm just not going to get around to it. Mainly because I am really shit at soldering and I have no idea what I'm doing in terms of schematics. I even started collecting color coordinated pedals, and cables. But alas, it's not happening, so I just have to give up on it. I even had this really cool idea of, these toggle switches. When you toggle them down, they just sort of instantaneously turn on the volume here, and then up, they keep it on permanently, but in the middle, they switch off so that you can sort of play the toggles like a drum kit, If you think it's a good idea and you want to give it a go, please do. And then let me know, because I'd love to see it in action. Next New Year's dissolution. Another thing that I've had in my closet for about 2 years now, I think, is this classic home studio recording microphone, the Rode NT2A. I bought it because I was going to install a new capsule by a guy who makes them here in Denmark. Alas, he started working for other companies, I think, so he doesn't really take orders anymore. But anyway, I picked this up because it has ultra low self noise. So it'd be really good to stick other sort of a little bit warmer and classic sounding membranes on it. But yeah, I just have to admit to myself, that's not happening. Okay, this is a bit of an insane one. I found this bit of driftwood on a beach in northern Denmark. And I thought it was just sort of really beautiful in terms of its silver age. And yeah, my idea was actually to make this into a bass lap steel. Even bought J-bass pickups and these really thick piano-like strings. And yeah, it had this wonderful bit here where you could use it as a handle, and all the knots were going to hold the strings, and I was going to throw it through lots of effects and loopers and make a hell of a noise. But yeah, giving up on that idea. Right, New Year's dissolutions don't necessarily have to be about selling stuff and clearing out. I'm going to be keeping these Behringer clones of classic machines, but I'm going to be giving up on the idea that I had to collect them in the first place. I, of course, had this idea that I wanted to make an all analog setup. I was going to have this 303 clone and the 101 clone with, of course, a 909 and an 808 drum machine on a tape machine, and then just do all analog hands-on improvisations. And yeah, I should just stop thinking about that. I should just use the machines that I actually have instead of fantasizing about things that you don't have and only start using it when you actually have that set up. This 5th New Year's dissolution is probably going to be a little bit painful for me. Basically, no more Eurorack modules. I've collected 2 of these ALM Busy Circuits cases and made them battery powered. And I can feel that I need to switch into production mode and really get started exploring these modules and this combination, instead of, always wind up gassing about the next module. But I did manage to make them battery powered, and they can sit with me on the sofa. No more Eurorack modules for me in 2024. Anyway, what are your New Year's dissolutions? Do you have any? Leave a comment below and click like and subscribe, and you'll see me in the next one. Hey!